Hey, thanks a lot for joining us. We're here and we're live, and we have got a little bit of a deadline sweat on the go. We're set up for the Champions League, Europa Conference League. There's even some continental football on the South American continent, as well as I think we might actually be into MLS playoff territory. So this midweek has got a lot going on. But I know one thing: every Sorare scouting manager around the world, whether they're brand new opening their account today or whether they've been around the block once or twice, is getting excited for, and it is the Sorare Best of Europe series, which is officially launching with this game week that we're about to get into in the next 3 hours. It's just under 3 hours at this point, where the top spot is going to win those tickets to fly with AC Milan, which I think was given away last season as well, which was phenomenal. Might have been the season before. But even if you finish on the podium, there's some game tickets of your choice for the Premier League, looking at the iconography there, certainly. Top 5 are winning jerseys, which is cool. And then the top 10 is rounded off with some limited cards as well, which is great. And this is the first one in a little mini series of 3 game weeks where it's this money can't buy experience stuff that's getting up for grabs. I'm the most excited about the El Clasico one personally for this weekend. This should be fantastic. The prize pool is the exact same, but the top prize is VIP El Clasico tickets for May 11th, which is at the back end of the season. Could be somewhat of a title decider. Like the last El Clasico of the season is maybe the one you want to go to, I think, isn't it? You know, right at the sharp end of the season where everything's won and lost. And then the last one is next midweek, where the top prize is a VIP Italian football experience, tour the stadium and watch the match. And I don't know if it's explicitly said that it's Napoli, but I think it's probably between these 5 clubs that are depicted, certainly. You've got your choice of going to Florence, I would imagine, with Fiorentina. You've got Lazio here in Rome, AC Milan, Napoli, and Atalanta, of course. So really exciting competition. It's completely free to enter. You don't need any cards at all, but you can play one limited card, which I believe if you open up your account today, they're giving you enough essence as well. You'll be able to make a card out of thin air basically for free and get started with that. But limited cards generally, you don't need to spend more than a £5 on some of them. If they're playing in the Champions League, yeah, you may be looking at £10-15 for someone decent. But if you can be cute on Conference League or the Europa League, then yeah, there's definitely some stuff with that. Maybe we'll have a wee peek at maybe some of the best rated cards that are very, very cheap, because I've not actually got one that could help me for this midweek, and we'll see who I've already picked already. I did a video on the channel yesterday going through my pick, but I've had a little bit of an edit on it since then. But so this will be the main kind of fun part of what the sweat is, and just maybe, yeah, is there maybe a wee bit of unlimited scouting action we can do here. I'll be back live later today. I've won 11, there'll be 12, because I'm going to win my division here, the crap division that I'm in. I'm going to have 12 rivals boxes from this weekend. And any limited cards that we craft from that, of course, we give away to the FC Barcelona faithful here on the channel. They've got their season tickets and all that good stuff. But the main thing, I kind of touched on this last night before we got into the gallery reviews and everything else. The main thing I'm sweating on for this midweek is like strategy decisions, because I cannot for the life of me come away from playing a Celtic team. Like, it's away to Atalanta, it's not going to go well. But I just can't stop myself. It's one of those things. And I've got really good players elsewhere. Like Van de Vaart isn't going to play, but this is like my best of the rest almost. And I actually have quite a few forward options. I've got tons of options, in fact, for all these positions across all competitions. But exclusively for Champions League, I think I was going to have Guardiola in here for Man City, but I think there might be a wee bit of rotation to be fearful of. So I've swapped him for Arnau. And yeah, for the Champions League Classic stuff, I think these teams kind of pick themselves for the most part. I don't really want to interfere with these too much. Quite happy to let them go and run. But it's then, you know, the Schmeichel and the Celtic stuff, to put that together in any kind of form. It could go into a Classic or an in-season competition. Or I just use the Schmeichel to activate a bit of the best of the rest that we've got here. And one thing I did want to kind of juggle when we were going through this is have a look at the predicted 11s that we've got for the midweek, as well as maybe a little bit of lineup builder, because I've not touched it for myself, you know. So maybe it'll give me just an extra perspective, an extra wee dimension to try and make some decisions happen and all that good stuff. But guys, let me know what your thoughts and feelings are coming into this midweek. Are you excited? Are you going after the best of Europe competition, or are you, do you have anything running? Let me know, because these midweeks, especially now, because we've had the Champions League, the Europa League specials, they've been on the match center on the SO5 arena for, like since the season started. So, maybe some people had to, round off the edges, get an extra player or two in, get a goalkeeper in the right competition. Like, I've still not got a goalkeeper that plays Europa or Conference League, despite like the teams I've got in there, the players I've got in there. It's probably something I really should have. And yeah, so let me know how you're getting on. Have you built a team? Have you had a team running? Is this your third match day going out with a squad? Let me know. We're live on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. We should be. So no matter where you're catching the show today, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, follow, retweet, whatever you're meant to do. All that good stuff, guys. Support the channel, of course, any way you can. It really means a lot to us. And we'll catch up with the live chat. Happy Tuesday, says Andy. It's definitely a happy Tuesday. I love it when there's a deadline. I love it when there's a midweek where you feel like something could happen. Boyson's in the house. Good afternoon as well, Gaza. Good to see you. Fancy building. I'm struggling with my own, Gaza. I am struggling with my own. Liam King, good to see you, my man. And Rob C, I'm not sure if to even bother with the European comps being in a contender gallery. Yeah, so that's kind of partly the Celtic thing, because they do get to mix it with the big boys, you know, in these occasions. And sure, there's like 8 matches in the group stages now, so you maybe need to pick your battles. But I think if you've got contender guys, like you're talking about teams from Scotland, Croatia, Austria, these types of leagues. So I think you do need to pick your battles, pick your fixtures with them, as well as having a look at what's going on elsewhere. Boniface car accident drama making Leverkusen striker hard. Yeah, I actually did see that. I didn't really think about it beyond seeing the post and obviously hoping the guy's all right. Boniface always seems to have stuff going on. Like, I think when he was on international duty, they were getting held hostage essentially in the airport and like starved of food and water and all the rest of it. And like, not that this is like anything to be laughed at or, you know, or any of these things, don't get me wrong, but like Boniface always, he's a very active person, isn't he? He's always up to stuff. There's always stuff happening with him in that regard. And that's, you know, yeah, I think he's know what I'm saying. I'm kind of worried that I've said something I shouldn't, but I think he's know what I'm getting at. About to just go for Leverkusen and Pulisic it forward. Oh, that could be quite smart. I don't know if going for a whole stack is the way to go. I always think with these special competitions where you can pick absolutely everything. And we went through this in a good bit of detail on the lineup builder that I went for it. This is my kind of edited version now. Like, really, you're just trying to imagine at the end of the game week who could be the highest scoring, then the positions, and then you're after an extra player that's just like who could be in the top 5, you know, period. And I think when you've got this amount of European competitions available, yeah, the fixtures aren't perfect. I don't think there's obvious answers there. But Leverkusen away to Brest isn't like a game I would be going mad for. It could be a good one. It should be a good one. Don't get me wrong. But like, Brest can keep it tight. You know, the clean sheet isn't a given either. You know, so like, I don't know. What was Brest's or Brestois? What was their last Champions League sort of performances? So I'm giving them their dues here because I quite like them SO5 wise, but I'm not actually sure how they've figured in the Champions League to this point. So Brestois currently 11th, won 3 out of 8 domestically, which isn't good. And then if we have a look at the results in the Champions League, they have beat Salzburg 4-0 and beat Sturm Graz. So they're pretty buzzing. Like, they are at home, they're buzzing. They've got a good squad. They qualified for the Champions League. That stadium is going to be sold the F out. Like, that's, I don't know if that's a stackable match, Leverkusen, to be quite frank. Maybe you could take a Grimaldo, maybe you could take a Wirtz, fine, Xhaka or whatever, but I don't know if I'd go full stack on it. They should, will they have that much possession compared, like, and again, what you need to think about is compared to the field, you know, compared to all the other players that are running, all the other fixtures that are playing. Some of them will be really hard to forecast because we have the likes of Stuttgart versus Juventus. I do even think the PSG game, PSG should rinse PSV, really, like on paper. Like, PSV should get battered like 4-1 or something, 4-0 maybe. But it might not go that way. Qarabag away isn't easy either. That's a big flight, and then the pitch and this, the environment and all the rest of it isn't an easy match to have. And you know, Arsenal could be good at home with Shakhtar. They'll have a lot of the ball. Arsenal's problem is decisive, but so again, I don't know if you can totally stack that. So I think it's really up for grabs, and I think it's really open to picking who you think, let's say individually, player by player, who is actually going to score the most points. That's all you're after. It doesn't matter what the score lines are. You're after a clean sheet goalkeeper, which is maybe the hardest thing to find. I think a lot of people are going with Raya, and hey, Shakhtar are definitely a low scoring outfit. And I think their Champions League performances so far this year have been poor, to say the least. We do have games on tonight, actually. So let me just go and... oh, no, it's favourites I've clicked on, sorry. Let's go and have a look. So AFC Champions League, of course. We don't really care about that right now. Yeah, Arsenal plays tonight. And Shakhtar, let's have a peek in their Champions League games so far. Lost 3-0 at home. And I'm saying home to Atalanta. Didn't score against Bologna as well, 0-0. So, yeah, it does look really good for Shakhtar not to score. I'm with you on that. I haven't seen Bratislava up close and personal. I think get big Gaza because he'll get AA. Bratislava might get a few shots, but Gazaniga might be able to do it. Whereas Shakhtar, like, they're just going to put 10 men behind the ball and try and counter attack. I'm not sure how much Raya will have to do. And it's kind of the same fear I had for him against Bournemouth. It wasn't really the fear I had as the way it went. They actually lost 2-0. He's also got that penalty conceded against them. But it was the same kind of thing I thought with this match where Bournemouth won't have that many opportunities and they'll need to be clinical. And that doesn't really lend itself to being any better than a 65 game, really, does it? And it's the same with Shakhtar. And as you see with Bournemouth there, if it goes tits up, it goes, you're dead in the water sort of thing. There's a lot of guys that are just sound and stable. Like Courtois in the Champions League is not going to concede free. Could AA his face off, could save a pen. Magic Mike at home to Bruges, like AC Milan, Italian team in the Champions League at home, San Siro, all the rest of it. Bruges are not, I know they're big in SO5 shakes, but they're not big in European shakes like that. On paper, should be a really good game for Magic Mike. So I think the goalkeeper is hard. I also think the forward is hard as well. I'm probably just going to swing with Haaland if he is going to play, because that's a game, like I said before, Haaland will stat pad his face off in this one. He can score 5 or 6, like quite genuinely, and I think he'd quite gladly do so. Don't think he'll let up. You don't have another forward. You know what I mean? So no matter what other rotation happens, Nunes comes in, Ake comes in, Grealish starts this one perhaps. Haaland is Haaland, so I'm quite confident with that. But I do think Pulisic, somebody mentioned him in the chat, I think he's a very, very great worthy contender. Definitely I think both these guys will finish in the top 5 forwards for the game week. And then a lot of the other ones, like Marmoush against RFS, like, have we got the actual Frankfurt team? Because if you're after a team to stack, that might be it. Frankfurt at home to Riga. Like, this could be 10-0. Oh, by the way. This could be frightening. Matanovic, I think he's quite an easy pick, isn't he? Like, he will play. Marmoush, like, if he's starting this, he's got to want to run Sem as well, doesn't he? It's midfield because it's only really Chaibi. I don't like Dahoud. I don't like Hugo Larsson SO5 wise. In real life, he's actually a really good player, but SO5 wise, absolutely doesn't do anything. And Canal, I'm sure, is a forward card. So Frankfurt's a funny one, but Trap, clean. This is clean. Frankfurt at home to Riga, that's maybe a wee bit overlooked. But now that we've got the squad in, Sociedad away to Tel Aviv, and I don't think Tel Aviv will be playing in Israel as such. This is maybe like in Germany or Poland or something like that, I suspect. And again, their squad is a bit dicier. Lots of 50-50s, 60-40s, and all the rest of it. Sparta at home to Bodo. I think Galatasaray jumps out as a great game as well at home to Elfsborg. But Scandi teams are way better equipped than Latvian teams, So playing Riga for Frankfurt at home is like, yeah, if you've got a Frankfurt stack, man, you are playing that in season. You're playing that, that's a stack. That is a stack. Who would you captain between Watkins, Rice, and Rico Lewis? Now, Watkins is playing Bologna. I don't see Atalanta scoring 3, although Aston Villa could win. Rice and Rico Lewis. I think Rico Lewis has probably got the peak potential, but the only thing I would worry about with Rico is minutes, because our City at home or away, just need to refresh my memory, they're at home. I could see, maybe they give him 90 minutes. I don't know. How's he been doing recently? Minutes is the main thing for captain. Like, if you've got a captain that's of these profiles, you're kind of just after the one. So they've all got great games. The one that will play the longest is a big factor. Yeah, he's quite a 90-minute guy for City, isn't he? Yeah, I think Rico Lewis is a great shout. I think with Arsenal, Declan Rice should do very well, but Shakhtar are no pushovers. They will defend well. They won't give much space away. It'll just be lots of passing stats, hopefully lots of duels for Rice, and then it's the decisives. I'm not sure Arsenal get more than 2 goals in a game like this. They maybe win it 2-0, 1-0, maybe 3-1 at a push or 3-0, but I don't know. So, and Watkins, I think the same. Watkins he only needs one decisive. He's hitting 70, isn't he? But I think Rico Lewis in this game, is AA off the charts, very decisive, capable as well at both sides of the pitch. And yeah, if he gets 90 minutes, I think that's the way to go. Brest rare stack firing up again, obviously not expecting anything. But Sean, you've got to play it. Got to play it, mate. You know, Champions League so far, 6 points, mate. And if he gets something, that's kind of the Celtic problem I've got. Because if Brest, if Celtic, if anyone that's not a fave gets a positive result, even a draw, like a 1-1 draw, 2-2 draw, something like that, the SO5 scores could be legit. They could be fantastic. You know, there could be triples everywhere, double trebles, attempt assists, you know, and decisives if they fall the right place for you. Midweeks are so tough. Haven't provided many rewards. Yeah, it's that's the big thing, because I just don't want to. Like, this is the team I'm sitting with at the moment. There's no really need to change that. But when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking there isn't that many prizes up for grabs, and is like the quality of my outfield here being wasted. I know there's 8,000 entrants here, which is a lot for an all-star. There's a lot of cards playing. It is only top 10% that will clip a box, and you need to get into the top 150, which is a very, very small percentile to get card in box. No cash in this one. Star at the very top. So if you do have, like, I think I could have a bunch of 80 pluses. It could be exciting, you know, but midweeks, like you say, make it is very make or break. Like, if the keeper gets thrashed, if rotation takes a guy out from you, because it does happen, you know, then you're gone. And then with this, it's like, oh, well, if Celtic done it, I want to be, yes, I played the stack, and yes, they won, and all the rest of it. The disappointing the challenger not open. I know they're the rules, but they're not great. Yeah, I'm not too sure why. Because there is a, yeah, well, yeah, it's the rules, isn't it? Non-stick Lama, fist bump, my man. 4 years on the platform, love to hear it, mate. Going strong in the FC Barcelona community, non-stick Lama. Always a pleasure to see you in the live chats, mate. Good to have you. I bought 2 great Scottish keepers a while ago for Europe, Liam Kelly and Xander Clark. That went well. Yeah, that's not good. Fenerbahce at home to United. Now, that's just got pure spice all over it, doesn't it? Because the Mourinho factor there. Whereas the... Oh, no, I think click on it this way. Who's big for... Oh, no, actually, let's just go to this page. That's the best way to do it. Have we not got... Oh, that's the Conference League, isn't it? I beg your pardon. Yeah. In the serie over Dzeko feels like a faux pas. Like, ex-Man City, Ed and Dzeko should definitely play. You know Fred and Amrabat are going to have the game of their life, don't you? Tadic, ASM, like that should be, this could be really good as well. And this Man United team, like, you could see them, I don't know, I was going to say you could see them folding in that kind of atmosphere, but this kind of core of like Delect, Casemiro, Ugarte, like, these guys have been around the block, they've played European ties, Casemiro especially, of course. Mazraoui probably comes into this category also. So maybe, I don't know, they're maybe a wee bit more resilient, but if Fenerbahce score quick, and if they're really getting in their face and giving away fouls and making it all Jose Mourinho'd up, that'll be a very fun game to watch, I think. Only problem is that all the German teams have hard games, not Frankfurt. I think maybe that was before we seen them, perhaps. PSG will concede, they always do. Rob, it's probably fair. PSG have a lot of... PSV, I beg your pardon, have a lot of injuries. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is like, we love PSV, we love Bruges, we love Celtic, of course, but when it comes to the champion, like, you really do see the difference in players and stuff like that. And if you're playing like Richie Ledesma, right back, Walter Benitez, by all accounts, is the thorn in the PSG stacks side at this point in time. Gus Till out in this position here, maybe it's Sabiri, I don't know. I don't watch them to really comment on it, but it's just like, this team just feels like it's going to get rinsed in the Champions League against like Dembele's and Barcolas. The midfield especially is just going to run riot. And we've got Hakimi and Mendes. Like, I just think like this can only be a convincing win for PSG, especially the current form that they're in and the current like version of them that we're seeing. Inter Milan's game is good, but away on a plastic pitch is not as amazing as you would think. Again, there is that golf in class, but Young Boys will have a good turnout. They've got good fans. They've got their own kind of environment. You know, the pitch is a bit different and all the rest of it. And they're not shy. Like, they will attack, you know. They will go for it. And, like, yeah, Inter should be too good for them. But if they do play funny buggers with it and rotate some players and take it a wee bit lightly, Like, again, with some of us, you've watched European football often enough. It could be 1-1. It doesn't need to be young boys winning, but it could be no clean sheet and it could be no win. Hardly any decisives. That's not beyond the realm of possibility. Anything else I'm somewhat interested in? 23 minutes ago for Leverkusen. I don't know what they've changed here, but maybe some of the backup percentages, or Wirtz's went to 90. That's good. I don't think he was quite 90 when I looked at him before. There's Aston Villa. So yeah, I think Watkins is on to play. And Watkins, you need him to get double decisive, I think, for him to be in the top order, because there's a lot of competitive guys, like we've already mentioned, Haaland and Pulisic, Marmoush. Marmoush may not play. Yeah, I think Hugo might be the main man. So I think Matanovic, is playing, is kind of what my first thoughts were. And I've said this before, Gyökeres against Sturm Graz, that could be a game for him to make some headlines and get the transfer buzz back about him. Mihai, fist bump, good to see you. But Graz, might not be pushovers. I don't know if they're that far beneath Sporting Lisbon, but Sporting Lisbon have top quality to absolutely rinse them, Sorare, Aidan, hello, it's my first week of playing Sorare. When do you get rewards? Tuesday night. So 7 o'clock Tuesday for the weekend, and for the midweek, it's Friday at 7 o'clock. The Rivals stuff ticks over, I think, when the game week deadline ticks over. So if you've been playing Rivals and you're waiting for your division box, that'll happen there. But yeah, I think Hakimi and Gutierrez are both absolute rippers. Sarah at home. I'm very tempted to get some sort of... Can I put Frankfurt into this? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Hugo Larsson sucks SO5 wise. Chaibe, this is a game where Chaibe could come to life, but I don't think they've got great mid options. I think Matanovic could be it, but again, I don't know if I'd play any of them over Haaland at home to Sparta. I suppose it's Riga. It could score 6 goals. One guy. It's going to be a rinse fest. The defense would end up score better than these guys. I'm not so sure, by the way. Maybe Hakimi against PSV is a bit more dicey than maybe Rico Lewis, even perhaps. Or if we put Gutierrez into that position, then there's another defender to think about. There's another extra to think about, which could be anything. And if that was the case, maybe we do look at someone from Frankfurt. If we think Marmoush is 50-50, and we think it's Ekitike, I think Matanovic is a decent shout, but how does he pop when he scores? If we can find him. Matanovic. Scored against Scotland. Yeah, so he's not really had a game where... This must have been Bundesliga 2. Hard to get mad excited about him. So that's a funny one. I don't know what to think about that. Oh, how about Matanovic as unlimited? Maybe the game week has priced him up a wee bit. I think £8 is a bit steep. Karlsruhe last year, so that's where a lot of those better scores were in Bundesliga 2, which Riga are way below the level of Bundesliga 2, way below. Well, due respect to any Latvians joining us. 3 hours for this auction to close. That's just not going to time in well enough, is it? I think that's an interesting one to think about. Because Frankfurt, seriously, that could be the highest scoring game by a long distance. Marmoush at 60. Matanovic at 70. I think you take... I think Matanovic rotates in for this one, surely, if they are going to make any... Surprising, Gotza could be fun if he was going to start for a midfielder. But again, it's just uncertain, so I don't think we can back that. This was updated 1 day ago. Rotation is likely. They have 2 more midweeks after that, and all upcoming opponents are harder to play against in this one. Yeah, so Marmoush at 70. Tuta rotated, perhaps. Yeah. Let me catch up with the chat. Still not anywhere near it, sorry, guys. Got my Sturm Graz stack for the midweek. Yeah, I would definitely park that one down the expectations list. Completely agree, Quinny. I am winning on average 8 limited boxes on the weekend, 50% box rate, but I'm struggling to win 1 box in the midweek. So tough with low prizes. What's the Chelsea lineup? The Chelsea lineup is kind of predictable. Felix and Nkunku. Well, it's updated an hour ago, so there's maybe a slight change to something somewhere. Maybe the goalkeeper. The predicted Hearts team is laughable. Hearts could be good if they really were good and they were trying. And it looks like maybe they are trying, by the way, because that front six there, like that's kind of best 11 that they've got, isn't it? Craig Gordon and goals against Ammonia and Nicosia. Like, they really should hammer them, but Scottish teams just don't seem to get the business done. Ledesma not going to play in Sorare Holland's opinion. What would you go for under 23 warm up? Lewis. No, Andy. I think we've looked at it. I'd stick with Rico Lewis, no problem. Miguel Gutierrez as well, if he's still under 23. I can't remember actually if he is. Is there anyone playing TNS? Yeah, who's playing TNS? Not anyone we have lineup build predicted 11s for, perhaps. Europa Conference League. Fixtures. Reykjavik, Bruges, that could be okay. Icelandic teams are involved in high-scoring matches often enough. Larnar are playing Shamrock. Oh, that'll be like that'll be a spectacle, let's say. TNS are home to Astana, so not a great one. So yeah, I'm going to have a wee plug in at the lineup builder here to see what the data machine would do for us. So first of all, we've got I'm going to do the super rare champion thing. Just I want to put the cards away just so that it knows not to use them for anyone else. Let's see what it would give me. It would go with Sabitzer, and it would go double defense on Girona. That's interesting. I'm not playing Sabitzer against Real Madrid. I'm definitely going with Yangel and Ivan Martin for sure. But otherwise, it's not really many options for me, is there? Captain Gut. Awesome. And then if we look at Champ Euro Classic, let's see what it would suggest. I think Guardiola's going to play. I'm not going to risk that, obviously. So then play Alistair Johnson and Scales and Hitate and then David Lopez. Okay. Works Soboslai away to Leipzig. Kyogo. Openda. Yeah, it's just Openda, the Celtic boys, isn't it? And Soboslai, AJ, Scales, McGregor, Kang. That's kind of the team I've picked, isn't it? I think I went with Arnow, but anyone else? Yes, it's kind of for Champions League. It's quite slim pickings, so I'm going to go Kang. I'm going to take Arnow. Yeah, he's there. Awesome. I think he's just a bit more decisive capable. Awesome. So then the last one I've got would be potentially this all-star mix where I've got the Schmeichel keeper and then like some good Europa League plays and all the rest of it. What would the machine spit out? Again, it goes Guardiola, which we don't want. AJ, we don't want. Scales. Angelino at home to Dinamo Kiev. Fine. It really does fancy Soboslai in this game, but I'm not sure that's... I've got Nkunku playing Panathinaikos away. That's not going to be an easy game. Panathinaikos will make that hard, but Nkunku starting up front is always going to be good. It thinks Cherki playing Besiktas. Wow, 59% chance to win for Leon. And we've got... Jesus. Take as well probably plays. We've got Ben Doak, Mikey Johnson, Baron Ashea, and then who else do we have? Is Werner on to play at home to AZ? I don't know if I'd back that. We've got Magno, we've got Depay as well. Tate, I don't think is on to play this one. I think Ori Oscarsons could start. The prediction has Sadiq. I don't see Sadiq starting in the month for Sundays, to be quite honest. So I think that could be Oscarson. So yeah, I've maybe got a few more options there. Obviously, Giakoumakis could be a forward. And instead, like I know I've got Gold. Yeah. I don't know if Giakoumakis is that great a game, but it is highly rated. I don't know Mexico that well. Cherki or GG? 73% chance to win. They're at home. Oh wow, actually, that is a great game. That is a great game for GG. And that could be good for Cherki, but I think that's a bit safer, isn't it? Well, that's a good team, isn't it? It's rated 71. Yeah, Mihai knows. I'm going Trap and Robin Koch. Limited as a defence stack for Europe. Feel like Frankfurt CBs will rack up. Yeah, they could score 50 on 8A easily. Atletico, I think, is a bit funny because Lille is. This could be a really low scoring game, which is kind of, I suppose, what you want for the defense of Atletico. But this is how it's set to go. I think this kind of change of bringing Galan in, this is kind of like a back four, is really to facilitate Koke, especially with Barrios being out injured. It's a different player, different dynamic now in midfield. So yeah, it's maybe a wee bit kind of hamstrung by that. And Lille look good. I actually quite like that team, to be honest with you. Casper and goals. That feels quite powerful. But so the question is, will this team crack into the prize pool? So it's essentially this team here, isn't it? Yeah, but we're doing GG for Take. GG at home I'm sure he takes penalties and stuff like that. Got the Pie at home to Racing in the Champions League. The Pie could be good, but GG, I'm quite happy to take that. So could this team break into the top 10% of 8,500? So you're talking about the top 850? Yeah, I think it could. Could it break into the top? If 850 is 10%, 150 must be like, quick maths, like 2%, maybe 3%, something like that. Help me out. It could, by the way. Like, I think my midfield could both smash 100. It's then a question of the other three players. Like Schmeichel, does he concede 3? If he doesn't, he'll probably be a fantastic goalkeeper. Angelino at home to Dinamo. Let's just double check he's on to play. I'm sure he was. I seen him earlier today. But at home to Dinamo Kiev should be a good game. Dinamo Kiev, do they have anyone that we even see on the scout pages these days? I don't think so. Bushka, I can't believe this guy's still playing. He must be like 50, that goalkeeper. And Roma, yeah, Angelino's nailed. That back three, by the way, Hermoso, Hummels, and Mancini. I know it's harsh on Ndika because he's been class, but that back three could be quality. Enzo Laffi in the engine room, Dovbike and Sula to kind of get the goals. Yeah, I think it could be good for Angelino. So yeah, could that team break into the top like 2%? Or if Celtic won, because also it's on if Celtic won, it's kind of the same thing with the Schmeichel anyway. Because if Schmeichel gets hammered by a few goals, like, there's only, let's call it 1,400 entrants. So could this get into the top 140? Kind of needs Celtic to win, doesn't it? And if Celtic win, could it win the division? This is Champions League only, so we don't need to worry about playing against Frankfurt and all the rest of it like that other team will, because that's against everyone. This is a bit of shelter, and if Celtic did win, that's the struggle for me right now. Yeah, I'm right behind on the chat, guys. I'm really sorry. Not 100% Soboslai starts. Bullstar after Curtis was so good. Yeah, I could see rotation for Liverpool. Totally. I think Nkunku will do good. How about midfielder in the best of EU? Nkunku is a great shout as well. Gabriel Sara is who I've went for. But Nkunku is a great shout. I think he's maybe a forward on that competition. Is it way at the bottom? But I've went with Sara. I think Galatasaray at home. Frankfurt don't really have a great pick that could be better than Sara. That's where I stop with them. Hakimi and Gutierrez are both 80 plus capable, I think, in a match like this. Hakimi, though, I'm beginning to wane on a little bit when I see the strength of like getting a Frankfurt player in here. And yeah, I think I might do something like that. Because, I don't know, would it be worth it? It's only top 10. It's about winning the AC Milan flight, isn't it? Is it worth getting a wee limited for it? Because I would just be giving it away afterwards to one of you guys, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe just ditch Hakimi. Play Guti in here. And get a wee Frankfurt limited. Like, how much is a Chaibe? Matanovic feels like quite a safe pick, but Chaibe, if he's going to play, like, could get his random 90. You know? Like that. You know what I mean? He could do that game. He's got it in him. if you weren't strictly Celtic, thoughts on Tav and defender? Who do Rangers have? Who do Rangers have? Don't even know if I've seen them here. Oh, Stoya Bucharest. Yeah, it could be great. Could be great. I don't think it does better than, because Rangers are a bit flappy now. I don't think it does better than Gutierrez. I think Gutierrez is on for top defender. That's kind of where I'm sitting. But they are on the ropes. These guys, big time. Dun, 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 dun. Worried about Girona? Nah, I think Girona will rinse it. It should be like, because the thing with Girona is that they're not going to get back into the Champions League this season, or really, and if everything's been equal, anytime soon. So I think they all have to embrace this, and I think they all are, as like a one-off thing, you know. So I think they treat every game, especially the home games, in isolation, as like a final where they'll be really looking to put on a show for the fans. Because could they qualify into the next stage and have some fun? Maybe. The way this group stage thing works out, you never know, especially if they're playing the teams like Bratislava at home. So, like, I think this could be a really good one for Girona personally. Majovski could get a hat trick in a game like this. Danjuma could do fantastic. And I know the rest of these guys well enough to know that they are levels above what I've seen from that Bratislava team when we played them. Whenever I hear noises outside, always, yeah, Danjuma's there. Philip Jorgensen is 50% on for Chelsea. 2 seconds. Sounds weird, whatever it is. I thought there was like kids outside playing with a ball or something. I think there was just like birds fighting on the top of my house. Jorgensen has been assessed for a concussion. Oh, okay, maybe watch out for that then. Sometime, my man. Fist bump, good to see you. So I think it's kind of all up for grabs. I think like there's some games I'm looking forward to trying to watch, and there's some games SO5 wise that I think just look too good. I think I just seen a Chaibi rare go off the market there. I don't know if it was maybe one of you guys, but I don't know if Chaibi is a play. I want to double check those percentages again because I think if was he like nailed or was he like one of these 60% guys? Yeah, not too high on that. I think Matanovic feels a bit more like the known element here. Okay, let's do it. Boom. Right, cool, guys. We'll be giving this away at the end of this week. So we'll give away a wee Matanovic to want to use. But yeah, I'm putting them into this. Why not? Because I think we've got the core right here. I think these 5 players are exactly what I said. There'll be top 5 plays by the end of the week. And then it's just be getting a wee limited that will smash. And with that extra 20% on top, maybe it just makes a bit of a difference. Most 100 capable, I think, is Gutierrez. Clean sheet, decisive, high AA. Sarah could be the same. I think Sarah's like a high. Yeah, I think he gets something like 80 in this game. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, like an 80, 90 run out of him. And yeah. Gazaniga, is he the safest? That's maybe the last thing I'm not 100% certain on. I'm convinced myself Arsenal are going to rest Gabriel. I've put him in training, prepare for the pain. Barcola or Pulisic? I would take Pulisic over Barcola because he's got sets and they're at home, like San Siro, all that jazz, you know. So yeah, maybe that's something. Let's have a look at this page again. Let's just save that. I'll come back to it in a minute. And let's have a look at the game week page. Is this pick scores? Goalkeeper. Game week 20. So Carnesecchi, fuck you. Vicario, Ramiro. Ramiro could do good, I suppose. Eskin, no, he's not. Let's do I know, no filter here will really help, will it? Yeah. So just need to kind of judge it for ourselves. Svilar could be okay. Sommer feels like the guy all the time, doesn't he? But away to Young Boys doesn't fill me with absolute confidence. Mayeki at home to Red Star. Is Mayeki on to play? That's Champions League, yeah. Oh, that's a good game. Mayeki 90%. The defense is full strength. How have Red Star done in the Champions League so far? Where is the Champions League? Results. Inter smashed them 4-0. Benfica away. So Red Star were at home. They won 2-1. Sorry, I thought the page would have kept up with us there. But yeah, Inter 4-0. And yeah, Monaco are at home. I think the thing that gives me a bit more confidence with that, seeing Mayeki there, is that Monaco defence is brilliant. Monaco could be on for a good one. Yeah, I do quite like Mayeki. Only AA rated. 71% chance to win. Clean sheets, probably one of these 48%ers or something. Anyone else jump out as being overly good? No, I think you kind of get into the weeds. And yeah, like Gazaniga, I think should be AA. I don't think he's a high percent chance of win. High chance of keeping the clean sheet, I think. How Bratislava played City, didn't they? Yeah, so they've been getting absolutely tanked. I don't think that's going to change. So that's quite a difficult one. I was going to say fun, but it's definitely not fun. Gazaniga or Mayeki, I think, is where I'm at. Both at home in really strong games. The thing about Red Star is you just know that those kind of Eastern European teams like will be quite physical, might get a set piece or two. But again, like you could Champions League, Monaco just don't have that fearsome. Like, I think, yeah, like Girona should be bouncing. Montalive should be rocking. Whereas I'm not sure the Principality will be rocking to welcome Red Star Belgrade into town. Although Monaco should excel and do really well. Oh, yeah, he's that guy, isn't he? Who is more likely to concede? Girona. So it's 3 goals scored. Clean sheet's the one next to win. So it reckons Mayeki is 45% chance of a clean sheet. And it reckons, I think Gazaniga was in the 50s, wasn't he? 55. Yeah, I think Bratislava are just a level too far below. Where, yeah, we'll stick with that. Rapid Vienna got a good game. It's a good week for my Villa stack. Sam, the thing is, like, I think this will be a tough game for Villa. Like, I think they probably win being at home, like, because Bologna are not the same animal as last year, but they're not pushovers, you know, and they're going to give as good as they get. And when you've got somebody like Orsolini in the team, there's always that against the run of play element that could happen. I'm a huge fan of the keeper, very biased, but he's got a touch of the Emi Martinez's about him. You know, he's got a bit of that. But I think, the midfield, like Tielemans and Onana should score through the roof. Defence, I'm not too sure who could stand out in this game SO5 wise, but Onana and Tielemans I think are brilliant. Watkins and Rogers also. So you've got 4 players to pick from there for free spots. I think you'll do really well with. I'd probably go double mid. I think like Tielemans and Onana could both break 20 all around, no problem. And then one of them will get a decisive, if not both of them, I would imagine. If Villa win this 2-0, 3-1, something like that, these guys are going to be involved, I think, in a big way. Watkins and Rogers obviously speak for themselves. Don't know if Watkins is captain capable. We were speaking about that before. Someone had the dilemma of Watkins, Rice, and Lewis. And I just don't think Watkins really could break past 80 in a game like this. Like mid-70s is probably his ceiling in a match like this. Maybe not. But yeah, I just don't think there'll be pushovers. But a good one for the Villa Park faithful, no doubt. Should be 3 points. Quindog, we're going to win 4-0. Well, if it's 4-0, if Watkins gets triple decisive, then he gets into the 80s, I think. Yeah, if it's 4-0, mate, you'll be doing great. You could keep a clean sheet very feasibly. Like, I don't think this Bologna team has much teeth in it anymore, like, and Ndoye and Orsolini are really good, but yeah, they're not. Ferguson might be on the bench. Maybe there's a late goal that maybe spoils the clean sheet party, but yeah, I think ultimately he's will be too good for them. Did you check Leverkusen? Yeah, we checked them earlier. I don't know if there's been 48 minutes ago. Oh no, I think we've seen that when it was hot off the press earlier on. The Thrimmers, I've not really thought about playing Thrimmers myself. This will be a game where he will be in the opposition box quite a lot. So that's something maybe to add into the thinking a little bit. Jota missing in Liverpool training. Interesting. Who do Liverpool have? They have Leipzig. Yeah, so Szoboszlai on 40%. I'm not backing that hugely. Robbo likely to get rotated. No surprises there. This is a really strong team. Leipzig, but should have the bet. Oh, they're going to be starting Campbell. Interesting. Baumgartner as well. I don't think it's going to be a good game to watch. Maybe it will be, but it looks like both teams are going into it a little bit tame. I know some of them are still performing really well, and even though it's not full strength, they'll still be Champions League level. But I don't know. When I look at both those 11s, I think that game feels sticky. Feels like something where not much will happen. Isn't Jude back this year, really? He's got a lot of great training pictures out there now, and their social media is very encouraging of his progress, let's say. Juve at home, like Stuttgart could win this for me. Like Juve haven't looked that great, and they've just had a spate of injuries hit them. Matty Perrin's going to start this game, and like all these Stuttgart guys are only going up in their career right now. They're only like doing better and growing and going to new levels. They did well against Real Madrid in the Bernabeu without getting much from it, and I could see them getting something against a Juventus team. So that'll be, I think, be a decent one for a Stuttgart point of view. Thoughts on Barca Bayern? Now, the thing with Barca Bayern, right, is I think Vincent Kompany is going to be it's going to be a big game for him. It's probably the biggest match of his managerial career in a lot of ways, going to the new camp in the Champions League with Bayern Munich. And this game has a lot of history around it. It has a lot of histrionics around it already. And it feels like, Gavi's back in training now. Still fancying Peña over Szczesny. That's fun. And, like this Barca team's been quite thin, but it's very Barca-ish. Lewandowski against his former team. Hansi Flick, of course, at the helm at Barca. So I think like Barca have more of a... Maybe they've got a wee bit of a head start in this fixture, is what I'm trying to mumble out. Versus Kompany, who'll be coming into this for the first time. Olise and Kane, kind of new to this set. And I know Kane was there last year. And the rest of the team hasn't been that great, really, has it? For Bayern standards. I know there's been kind of fine and all the rest of it, but Rafa Guerrero in at right back. Neuer hasn't been keeping clean sheets and all the rest of it. Palfinha is finally in the team. Musiala 50-50 with Muller. Gnabry. So I don't know. I think this is going to be a good one for Barca. These games are always high scoring between Barca and Bayern because their styles just conflict so much. And I think with that Bayern element, it's in the Barca team, Lewandowski and Flick, like, it'll maybe help cover for some of their deficiencies. But I do think like Barca should win this probably. But you're talking like a 3-2 game or something. El Clasico at the weekend, yeah. Have a good midweek, Sammy boy. Thanks for popping in. Sobel back at Leipzig. Nanzo, I'm kind of with you. Like when the game week opened and I seen that was the fixtures, it's like, oh yeah, that'll be a great one for him. He'll be comfortable there. He should get decisive. Liverpool should beat Leipzig and just on the surface level of it. But I don't know. Curtis Jones did get some rave reviews. Wouldn't be totally surprised. So I just think it's worth, if you can, like deprioritizing them. Multi-entry here. I'm sure you'll have a bit of that going on. I don't, sadly. Pavlovic fracture collarbone. Agree in terms of high scoring. Yeah, like it just feels like Neuer will take a few against Lewandowski and Barca's defence with Inigo Martinez and stuff like that. Like Kane is going to get a few as well. Be Kane versus Louis in terms of the goal scoring feats and all the rest of it. So yeah, I wonder about if we just take the positional change thing off. Triple A's. We can't change Champions League, which is sad, but who do we have? Guardiola's top of the tree here. Sadly, he's going to get rotated. Papadopoulos. He plays for who? Lugano. And they are at home, or they're away to Boleslav. He's triple A rated. That could be fun. How does he score? He scores pretty well. 25-year-old former Dortmund defender. That's interesting. So he's triple A rated. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't realize the page wasn't staying with us there. Apologies. But this guy, Papadopoulos, Barague's got a good game on. Again, the Swiss teams, I'm just don't think they're as totally weak as some of the other teams maybe are. And I don't want to underestimate them. Anyone else stand out to us here? Zambrano, that's like South America, isn't it? Mamouche, if he plays, we know he probably won't. Single against Red Star probably kills. These are all double A's. So yeah, Renato Stefan was down here. Who's he playing? Is that the same game? Lugano against Boleslav. Is that Papadopoulos guy's fun? How much is he for a limited, I wonder? Papadopoulos, £2. That's pretty decent. You know, it's funny Sam was here earlier because I did actually think I got his article open. I was going to read on the Champions League group stages. I was going to read it on stream if we had a wee bit of time to kill, or we were just sitting chilling. Cult hero Papa. No, I'm just kind of streaming for like kind of the nowish. A gift from God from Dortmund collectors. I've got no idea. I've got no feeling on it, Ricardo Cunha. He's 50-50 at the moment. If your goalkeeper's concussed, it's probably not a risk you take, quite frankly. So he needs to be like tip-top A-OK. So yeah, Papadopoulos is maybe somebody I'll look at. Could be a wee Celtic buffer. If he's smashing out scores like this, you know what I mean? Look at that against Partizan, 100. I see why he's triple A rated. If that's wow, against Besiktas, 100 as well in a 5-1 loss. Jesus. Here, by the way, are they at home? He's away, isn't he? That's probably good. Clean sheet chances high. He's a fun one. He's a really fun one. I like that. That's incredible, isn't it? Yeah, I'm right. I'm with you, Asco. If it's something like that, like, yeah, I just think that will be all she wrote for his game week. Head injuries are so seriously evaluated nowadays, quite rightly, of course. The Real Madrid team has changed 4 hours ago. Have a wee peek at that. Yeah, I think it was the midfield that's changed. They've went to 3 now. And the Lisbon team changed. The Celtic changed an hour ago. For Vickers, yeah. This just makes me want to stack. Imagine we beat Atalanta. Imagine it was a draw. That's the problem I've got. Is how high could Celtic smash? Like you're talking about. Big team doing well. Or a wee team doing well, you know. Potte's off to start. Rico man, fist bump, good to see you. You got him for bugger all. Wow, well done, Limited Whale. On the Papa. So yeah, do we think against 1,400 contestants, if Celtic got a good result, which is what this entire team hinges on, rather than the goalkeeper, I think I'm going to have to bin this, haven't I? It feels wrong not having a Celtic team going out for a game week of any description. But if I did that, and then we're swapping GG, aren't we? Because he's at home till like bottom of the table. We kind of want this 90 kind of smash. At home, they've not actually been as good, have they? That's back in America. But he's safely going to start, I think, because it's quite a safe assumption, isn't it? Oh no, a big contender, I beg your pardon. Mehis, Cruz Azul. 70? Ooh. 70? I don't like that. Oh, Rico man. Oh, Rico man. I don't know about that Giacomakis rating. I can't believe the rating Cherky got as well. Like, I know he's Cherky and he's amazing, right? But Besiktas at home doesn't feel like a game that you really lean into. Oh, I really just want to play the Celtic team. Depay's on to play. I don't know how they'll do, but in that game against Racing, I don't know how that shakes out. Take would be a great play if I knew he was going to play, but that whole Sociedad team is just like 50-50. Take should play because he didn't start the weekend. And that's kind of normally the way things go. It's like one in, one out, one from the bench, one from the start with the mad dodgy rotation that he's got going on. And Kunku, Gold, Angelino, I think I'll pick himself. And we need to really get into something really good. Again, it's the same with the set, but I guess this is just way more realistic, way more probable. And let's see the MLS, because is this game a playoff game, or is this like the last game? Because I know it was decision day there, but I know sometimes teams don't always have it's playoffs. Vancouver v the Timbers. Single leg or double leg? I always forget. I think it's a single leg, isn't it? Yeah, one-off knockout. So Gold's playing. He's swinging for the fences. And they're in the Diddy round, so they need to get through this. And then they'll probably play each other, winner v winner here, I suppose. And everyone else is set up for later. NYC Sensei will be fun. Okay. So yeah, Gold and Kunku, Angelino, I think are all quality. And Schmeichel. And then it's a forward, like it's Take or something wild like a Giacomakis or a Depay. You have to play a Celtic stack. You'd be more annoyed if they do well and you didn't play them than the other way. Do you think so? I kind of think that a wee bit too. Yeah, they're playing against one seed. Oh, you're talking about MLS. Crampy, thanks very much, mate. Fist bump. Now the winner plays somebody else. Okay, cool, fair enough. Wild card game. Great intel, Jerem, as well. Thanks very much. Is Garnacho starting? I think he probably will be. Man United, I don't think have really a luxury of being able to rotate their front players. They just don't have enough of them to go around, I don't think. Especially with Thenner. Wow. He's not on to start this. I find that quite absurd. Like Rashford played a great ball in. He looked actually pretty decent when I looked at him at the weekend. But I don't think you can start Diallo over Garnacho unless there's some sort of injury thing I'm not aware of, perhaps. Collins playing the Celtic stack. I think I'm maybe going to play with head over heart here. I just kind of feel a wee bit that I've played this game long enough. I've had my heart broken by Celtic too many times. But I really when I look at this team now and I think, right, well, if Schmeichel gets into the 50s, then the rest of this team could work. I wonder, but I was going to look at Champions League Classic, but I don't have our Champions League outfit. A lot of these players are different competitions, so they need to be special. Yeah, 1,400 spots, 1,400 players, I beg your pardon. Where does the money get fun? Top 40, yeah, it's not really. I don't think even if we did get a result, we could even get into that top end, because it's still Monaco defense stacks are probably going to rip, and there's still some decent enough fixtures. So yeah, I think I'm kind of talking myself around to playing my head over my heart here, non-Celtic stack. But it's the forward position is the last kind of thing to wrestle with. Because whereas L'Oreal, that's Conference League. I hate how they're ordered the other way around on this. 10 minutes ago, ooh, fresh off the press. Still got Sadiq there. I wonder what they've changed. Maybe some percentages because the team's the exact same. Take's still on a 60. I don't get how Sadiq is 70 either. I don't see Sadiq anywhere near this team. It's going to be Becker or Oscarson for me through the middle. Let's have a look at Take. In terms of the in and out nature, yeah, sub start. Even let's just take Sociedad. Yeah, that's kind of the way it goes. Missed the Nice game. Came off the bench against Anderlecht. They've not got points, so they'll need them. Take should be a bit of he only played last 25 against Girona. Coming back from internationals as well, of course, but I think you'd be mad not to start Take in a game like this. Wouldn't you? So sad, they're a fucking nightmare. They need to sack Eamonall and bring in someone pure predictable like Rafa or something like that. Someone that will just play the best team, get all the best players on the pitch and get them working, you know. I could play the Celtic stack in the free game, you're right, but no chance. Alex Coombs fist bump. Oh, I'm not confident in any way, but I just have to. Yeah, fair enough. I've maybe punched that card enough times where I feel like I'm done. Or maybe I'm not. I'm still very much on the fence. Is Cherky nailed? If Cherky is nailed, is that Champions League? No, it can't be. Leon are, yeah, they played Rangers. So, yeah, there they are there. 90%. A team's not bad, is it? I just don't think they're mad favourites to beat this team, but... Oh, maybe the goalkeeper, is that a replacement keeper? I just don't see it being that kind of game. Let's have a look at this wee tab again. Game week, pick scores, forwards, and then can you filter your own players, can you? Just, because I know all the Celtic guys will be there, but I don't want to see all those versions of all the cards. Like, who is genuinely the first guy I've got that comes up on this? It's Giakoumakis. 73% chance to win. 48% chance of 3 goals scored. Let's look at this. The 70% thing spooked me, but he's still nailed, doesn't he? Oh, wrong button. So Cruz Azul, top after 12 games, and they're playing Juarez. Conceded 26 in the last 12. Lost 3-2 to Leon, who are there. They beat Santos, who are bottom. They drew with Puebla. They beat Puebla 3-2. Lost to Tigres 1-0. Lost to Monterrey 3-2. -10. Cruz Azul only conceded 9. Very strong defensively. Scoring a lot. Top scorers. Jacko's pushing for that, isn't he? Oh, really? Oh. Interesting. The plot thickens. So Tel Aviv should get rinsed by Sociedad, but the problem with Sociedad is the lineup. Jacko's starting at home in a game he should smash. Like, he needs to be multi-decisive, and I think this is the sort of game where he could do that. I think we just go for that security, don't we? But then if Sociedad rinse, I'm going to be gutted I've not played Atake or anyone else. But no, I think that's ultimately the way I will rest on it. Good collection strategy game here on the go. I think in both competitions. So I need training to do as well. And then we've got the Matanovic in. I'm actually quite buzzing for this. Like, top 10, baby. Fingers crossed. And I think once I do training, I'll probably have to wrestle. I'll probably realise I've got other players like, oh, damn it. I've not used this guy in a team, or I didn't really think about him. So yeah, let's get this cranked. Let's see rares. We've got Really. He's needing some XP. Who has games? Vickers. Hitati. Kun. AJ. This is annoying how it drops you all the way up here when you want to just do your training teams, you know. Wee bit easier to deal with on the desktop. Do we have a squad of guys that are playing? Quattra's on to play as well, which is something that I'm wrestling with. I thought I could play a team out of Quattra, of Arnau, and of Wirtz. I could have them three in it. I've got all three of their signed shirts in here. And I thought, oh, that could be fun. But it doesn't really make sense overall for the team, as it were. Guess Tati in case he plays. And yeah, Lopez should rinse. So let me know, guys, have you had to do any of this wrestling yourself? Are you wrestling between in-season or classic, playing with your heart, playing with your head? Is there some fixtures you're still like, oh, I don't know how good that will be, or your guy, will they play? What's the main headaches that are still going on? Let me know. And then again, let's have the guys that are playing. So we've got plenty of Celtic cards like Valley, that McGregor. Let's take another Hitati. In-season Dyson. Another Vickers. It's better when they've got games as well, because the triple XP will just go a lot further. So I'm actually not excited for these teams, but I'm actually like, oh, at least the Celtic cards will be just XP'd out their eyeballs, because I've not got them in a competition where they just get normal XP. So let's take the Laidlaw next. And then again, Hitati, Defender, McGregor. I've got Dyson's there. I've got Kyogo, Ida. And then maybe another Dyson. Yeah, I think maybe another Dyson. Got that in season one. I've got this one. How many teams is that we've got set for training? 3? 4. Lovely. 2 to go. Let's get a super rare done. And let's see if we can get guys that are all, but maybe not the goalkeeper. Okay, listen. Let's see if we can get guys that are all playing again. Like, Pacheco should play. Let's play Pacheco. I wonder if I'm missing a trick with him somehow. Aliyesh isn't on to start, but he has been playing the European games, so I think he'll at least get minutes. Oyarzabal is building an L5 finally. Who do I want XP'd up out of these guys? Maybe just sending them Siganikov's way is more important, and then Quattro, we think he's on to play. And then last team, we'll just make it all rare. And maybe majority Celtic again. That's what it's been, isn't it? Just get that XP up. You're big. Guys, I've got games ideally. There's the Quattro. Do you know what? I could play like Aaron Baru. Yeah, I don't think I've got any Celtic defenders left, in fact, so that's fine. Yeah, let's play Aaron Baru, get his XP up. Zubimendi might be half smart, but I'd rather Braze. And then we've got Take. And maybe Cherky. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Why Kimmy is 60 on Sorare data? I think Hakimi. Probably a bit of sabotage again. Having to leave all my championship guys out, chucking them into a 4-man under 23. Fingers crossed. Midweek 4-man under 23. There's a thought. There is a thought. Do we have it open? We do. I've got a low division. I've got a 3-card trick team here. Who do I actually have? We've got Thrimmers and Pacheco. Oh, Charlie, I think you've helped me here. Right, let's see. Who else do we have in midfield? Using another lineup. Maybe someone that's gone to training. Nobody. Right, okay, cool. So I'll maybe weigh this up again. Midfielders. Who's up front? Magno. Cho, who's on to play. Oscarson, who I think will play. Cho is on to play, isn't he? Against Ferencvaros. 90%. Give me some Cho. And then extra man. Soboslai's not nailed. PB's not nailed. Pacheco extra man. Is Pacheco... What was his percentage? 23 minutes ago, Sociedad. Zube, Turientes on a 50-50. Yeah, I think I take Pacheco there as the extra quite comfortably. And then who's in midfield? Soboslai, we don't think starts, but are we? I think we're certain that Soboslai features in this game, aren't we? I've got some super rares playing La Liga 2. Stojkovic, I don't think he starts that game, does he? That'd be so crazy. Imagine Stojkovic became a starter. 23 minutes ago for Zagreb. Yeah, no chance. Turientes could play. Probably doesn't get 90, but... So, yeah, it is Soboslai. What was his percentage? It's like 60-40, isn't it? Yeah, so he's definitely going to feature. There's no way he gets absolutely shelved, I don't think. And somebody wanted the Chelsea, I think it was Scottish Bar Steward. Good to see you, mate. Why no Guardiola? It looks like he's rotating, mate. If we look at the Man City team, looks like they're probably going to play Ake. It's 50-50, but I could certainly see them doing it. He was on the bench at the weekend at home to Prague. Like, they could definitely give Guardiola the night off. I don't think that's a big stretch at all. In Chelsea, I wonder if they've updated the thing 2 hours ago. It says 50 here, but we think Jorgensen's got a concussion, so it's one to really try and stay away from if at all possible. So yeah, it's Soboslai. Paulo Bernardo could get minutes for Celtic, but to what extent? Yeah, I think it has to be Soboslai, doesn't it? Or Joe Roca, who plays for, is it Mirandes or Oviedo? Mirandes he plays for. And Renier plays for Granada, doesn't he? Yeah. He's been coming off the bench, and they are playing Castellon. Let's have a look at La Liga 2. In case I've got a wee sneaky. There's Mirandes. Roca not on to start. And then Granada. Oh, we missed Sam Tai here. Gonzalo Villar made it onto the screen. L5, he said the L5 is coming. Renier's not on to play. He's got an L4 now that he never thought possible in his wildest dreams. Yeah, I think we take him. Stick Van de Voort in goals. Captain Frimmers, Captain Pacheco, Captain Cho. Wee bit of 80. 4-man under 23 lineup. Give us a bit of that. Yeah, give us a bit of that. Cho's on 0% on that, which does make me a wee bit worried, but Predictify has it. Yeah, makes sense. Thanks, mate. No problem. So, yeah, I think that's my sweat over. I think we've done great, guys. So I'll be back, I guess, to give away this limited card on, will we do it Friday night? If I've got any rewards to open and stuff like that, we'll maybe do a wee Friday night one or something like that. I'll figure it out. But we'll give away this Matanovic to just a subscriber or something like that. We'll do it on a stream or do it in a video or something. But this is the way I'm going for it. 8 o'clock tonight, Girona. Wednesday night, Haaland and Sarah. Playing Wednesday. Interesting. Thursday, Frankfurt. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's training teams, of course. How did Tati get into the lineup? Girona. Yeah. And Skorupski all play tonight. So we hope Skorupski doesn't concede 3. And if he can somehow get a cheeky decisive that doesn't upset the Aston Villa contingent on the channel, that'd be great. I think this will do fine. I'm quite happy with that. The Giakoumakis one I'm a wee bit nervous about, not playing Taki. Hold on, why is Taki not in... Taki's in training, isn't he? Yeah, I've got way better picks than that. Cho. I've got Cherokee and Taki. Oh, I really want to take Taki now. French Vars isn't a bad game, but I think that Israel one should be better. And then, yeah, I'll keep with Pacheco. Keep with Frimmers. Captain Taki feels a bit better than Captain Choba, doesn't it? There we go. I don't know how that didn't dawn on me before. Cherokee in attack, and then best other. Zubi. Do we maybe just put Zubi into this? Try and get him up. Or Marino. Yeah, I think Marino could take a training spot. There we go. Aye, now I'm quite thoroughly excited now. How many teams do we have set? 1, 3, 3.5, 4. If we include this, and this is 2 half teams, kinda, you know. Yeah, 4 lineups to chase or to get excited for. I'm quite happy with that. Morning, lads. Any idea how Frankfurt will line up? We've already looked at it a few times. I'll put it back on screen because it's definitely been a very popular one, especially on this stream, because that for me is like 8-0 waiting to happen, isn't it? Is it Europa? Jesus, how did Riga get into the Europa? That's what it's set up to look like. Christensen could be off the scale. Yeah. The defense, somebody said the defensive stat could be off the hook. Like Christensen is a ball player. Maybe we should have got a Christensen rather than a Matanovic. That'd have been a wee sneaky one, I think, by the way. He's quite cheap. Less than a minute ago. £4, by the way. Yeah, that might have been a better shout. I think Matanovic could score 5, but what do you think about Bilbao at home to Slavia? I just don't think there's... Is that Champions League? Bilbao or Champions League, aren't they? No, they're not, are they? Bilbao... No, Europa then. Home to Slavia. Should be a good one. Again, Spanish teams at home should do... If they have both the Williams brothers playing, well, they should win that. It should be quite decent. Slavia... Wouldn't write them off. I don't think it's a game I'd lean into. Ooh. Really? Is that what I missed? Always buy the backups. Mad tempted by this, by the way. Mad tempted. Yeah, they're not going to trade fodder lying around. I think maybe we want to just double check this with Sociedad. Alex Ramiro. Alex Ramiro on Instagram after yesterday's scare. Luckily, it was just a scare. Thanks all very much. Keep going. That was 2 days ago. It's confirmed that he has suffered no injury to his knee despite a blow during the victory at Girona. But he's not in training. You're telling me. I don't see any posts that are... Let me check the latest. Yeah, I don't see anything recent that says that he wasn't at training. $50-50 it is. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to jump on that. Don't know if I'm going to jump on that. If you have a Mariero, but like, or Marrero. If you have a Marrero, I would definitely throw it in. The guy confirmed it. Nice. Oh, is there updates here? It's hard to know. I would like to get a Marrero, but I don't want to pay that kind of price for him if it's for one game. You know, if it's just, oh, he's missed this game and Ramiro will be back. If you got like 2 or 3 matches, I could lean into it. But yeah, it's a funny one. Wish I got him when he was a wee bit cheaper. He'll have a wee spike now, won't he? But yeah. Good catch on the update. It's a shame the classic one isn't mad cheap. Listed here at 90. I guess whoever this is knows. Or maybe they're not. It's a 1 day listing. What's the last traded for? Could be a tenner? What do you think? What's the chances? Do we have anything that's like a wee bit of trade fodder? Shikun, nah, Stojkovic. Yeah, I don't think there is anyone really, is there? Problem is when I send an offer, people just say, something's happened. As opposed to be a backup keeper, that's always the case anyway, especially this close to deadline. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone anywhere really here I would throw away. Falcao, maybe, at this point. Jesus, 70p. It's a wee bit of a tear for me, because if I could get a Sociedad stack out somewhere, like that could be good. I would be having to back Oscarson. Obviously, he's not going to. Yeah, it's not worth. It's definitely not worth it. I'm half talking myself in and out of it all at the same time. But if we got him, it would basically be, if I could get him cheap enough, I would just activate this team. Also, the midfield is still a bit light. We could play Turientes if he's on to start. It's Sociedad with Frimpong. But yeah, let's give it one wee shot. We'd be mad not to give it one wee shot with this classic guy that's definitely not trying to sell this card for 90 quid, is he? Right, so who did we have there? We had like Shakrun and somebody else. Let's see if we get a wee... I'd like to keep the Ogiwara, although he's actually quite redundant now. Who else did we have? Let's put the Falcao in there just for why not. Falcao. I want to keep the Tresoldi. Yeah, I think I want to keep all these guys. Stojkovic I'll keep as well. Although, like, for an in-season, yeah. You know, for an in-season, I would maybe actually trade, like, the Tresoldi or something, I'm just thinking. What does Tresoldi go for? Yeah, his value's kind of roughly there. And then what about Stojkovic? That Shikun guy's worth nothing, but Stojkovic, has he maybe took a wee pop since that goal? Yeah, a wee bit. So I could maybe do Stojkovic and Tresoldi. But then is that worth it? They're not really guys that... Yeah, I think I'd get a bite on one of these, by the way. It's number 13. Do we have any... I'd rather get this one to help yield collection. I wonder if this guy will... Lucas MB, what's their deal? Wonder Boys. Stojkovic and Tresoldi will probably interest him, but I wonder if they're all champion. Or is it under 23? He's after, yeah, champion. Buying galleries. Is that what you're doing, pal? Limited galleries. And what's this guy up to? Peel. No, he's going to know, isn't he? Let's give this guy a try. Add card. Tresoldi. Stojkovic. What do you think? Would you do that? Do you know what? Fuck it. Let's try it. See if it happens. I don't mind that. Tresoldi's not that great. He's been okay. Yeah, he's not that great, but he's a wonder kid, and it's just good to have guys like this for when they do happen. There's a wee bit of cover for contender as well, but I'm not really using them. Got plenty of Celtic forwards for the most part. And the Stojkovic is maybe just... if I need to counter it off, I'll throw Ogawara at it. Mikey Basson, fist bump. Yeah, I'll give that a wee shot. Now, I think there was a period where you were able to like kind of multi-offer this stuff out, but let's try this guy. And Tresoldi. Stojkovic. Ogawara. And then that Shakun guy. Shakrun. Will this let me do it? These cards and money you send are in an offer are held. You cannot include cards in another offer. Yeah, I thought I would say that. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. I'll give it another couple of minutes. 50-50. So if I could get this, I think it would make my under 23 a lot more viable. Then I actually maybe have a question of, oh no, it's still 50-50, isn't it? So I don't want to take Wirtz and Kang out of what they're doing. But I'm just then worried that I'm putting Szoboszlai on the rack for this team. If he's maybe not going to start or get 90 minutes or a significant portion of time at least. So we'll see if this guy, hopefully come back quick enough. Normally when they're online, they'll come back quick enough like this guy is. Sometimes they'll Discord you. I'm just going to open Discord for get the dust off it. Just in case. £20 3 days ago. If only you were in the habit of buying backup keepers, eh? Good for catching the show, Rising Rashi. But yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at. Quite happily keep the guys I've got, obviously, but that Marrero, if he was going to get, if he could, I thought one game isn't enough if I'm playing if I'm playing that Europa League thing. Because if I played that Europa League 1 with him, it would need to be classic. I could do okay, but what I was actually thinking is actually under 23 would be the play. This Division 3's get 500 entrants, and I don't know if I can see from here. The different divisions head counts. No, you need to kind of do it manually, I suppose. So let's have a look at Discover New Comps, Classic, under 23, Rare. So D4, 200, D3, 500, D2, 500 as well, D1, 280. I think I could play D1 if I got a keeper. I've not got D1, I've only got D2s. Would it be better to win D3 or get by in D2? I suppose getting a D2 team back into D1 would be a good objective. Tier 1 at the top of this division. Tier 1 at the top of this. Best pays top 28 for Division 2. Division 3 pays cards down to top 24, so it's a little bit leaner. So yeah, it would be, I'll get that one. I'll get that 50-50 team a keeper. And then Sheko from, yes, the midfield is still a wee bit weak, perhaps, with Szoboszlai not guaranteed to start. Some of you guys think, like, Nanza was in here saying he thinks Szoboszlai starts. We know what it's like with these guys, so yeah, it could certainly happen. I could see it. But yeah, I'm quite eager to get this offer accepted or rejected to know where we stand. But it's just kind of the oblivion now of waiting. And we'll be giving away this Matanovic, who is populating my best of Europe team as my limited card. We'll give him away at the end of the game week. What's QST mean? Easy door. QST. Questionable. I'm with you. Of course, Football Manager style. Love that. Love that. Oh yeah. And then when this deadline flips over, we'll be looking straight into the weekend again, won't we? And we'll be waiting for Champions League games and Europa League games on Thursday night and all the rest of it to finish up before you can really see where your guys actually stand. Could they have a good weekend ahead? Does the fixture look good? And look at this, guys. We're winning a limited box tonight to help out the the member giveaway stuff we do. But we've got this from Division 5 to Division 2 by playing spare rares. Without, I'm saying without trying, but I've not made it my priority lineup. But my third choice guys, my second choice guys, have performed well. So Achi's back for the playoffs. Yeehaw! Get one use out of this card, maybe. Jimmy Sands, by the way, loves some AA, doesn't he? So yeah, that could be fun. Playoff season anti-stacks as well. Do we see the prize pool for this yet? Oh, double star. 5 players from 5 different clubs. Do we have a fun anti-stack team here that's actually like one collection, perhaps? Probably won't be one because of the goalkeeper. Probably will. But if we say like Vasilj would be the keeper. And then, we could have like Galan away to Betis. The Sociedad one could be fun. Guardiola is rested, so he'll be playing Southampton. Wow, that would be amazing. Olmo in the Classico. There's no Leipzig forward here. Oh, Leon playing Auxerre. I've got some good games coming this weekend. Forwards are a really funny spot for me. Yeah, I think we could do a stack that's not a stack. Like we could have Galan. We could then go to the likes of Marino. Zubi Mendes. We're like, oh, look, he's going to be great this weekend. Yeah, I think this Sociedad one could be a fun anti-stack lineup if we can find all the blooming pieces. Marino. Oh, playing Liverpool. Actually, maybe dodge that. We've got Cho and Taki. We'll deal with that another day. Do I have any notifications, man? Come on. We'll try one of the other guys, see if they bite a bit quicker. I'll send it to this guy, so let's try this guy with the fancy one. Tresoldi, Stojkovic. Let's just try that. I don't know. Well, actually, I think I'm going to. I don't know. Seeing how much he's went for, I know he's sitting there at 37. I've seen a few went in like the 20s and stuff like that. I suppose. But 37 is where he's at, isn't it? I'll try with this one, the Tresoldi. Oh no, this is some. Yeah. This is Tresoldi, and then look, Shakrun. Let's try this. Yeah. Let's try that. Now that should have cancelled the other offer. It hasn't, yeah. I'm going to cancel that in any case. Rejected because they only want money. Okay. At least he was quick about it. That was fun. Right, let's see. Where's the next one? Yeah, I think we can like mass spam offers. I don't know why. See, it makes it sound like you can't. I'd give this guy a few bits and pieces. Trisoldi. Stojkovic. I kind of want to keep the Stojkovic, no Guevara. Let's just try this. Let's just do it. Well, who to pick as an extra spot in EU champions in season rare? Emerson Royale at home to Bruges or Kim Min Jae away to Barca? I'm taking Emerson Royale at home to Bruges. I don't see Bruges scoring more than one goal. And yeah, you can hope for a good game out of Emerson, I would say. That's fine, he's rejected. And then we've sent an offer to the boy Lucas here, haven't we, with the special one? We have. Cool. Rejected, cancelled. Yeah, I'm just getting a wee bit. I think I'm maybe undervaluing my guy here. Yeah, Trisop, I suppose. Just kind of want to keep the Stojkovic. Kind of don't want to trade for this, but I kind of need to. But I kind of don't. Because wee Stojkovic could be a wee guy. Yes, he could do it. He could do it. He could break through there in that squad. Could be a wee guy. Let's have a look at another one, and we'll try and just do like Trisoldi. So not this guy, not this guy. Let's try this one. Is he online? No, he's not. This guy's still online from earlier. This guy's got 2, and he's got them at obscene prices. He's listed 4 hours ago, maybe. Is he expecting a run up? Let's try Trisoldi and Shakrun. Now we'll send this guy an offer again. Since we can do multiples. Trisoldi. He's seen the Stojkovic offer, so yeah, let's do Shakrun. See if he comes back. Try to keep Stojkovic if we can. For the special one, I think I don't mind it as much. So let's see. Him and Shakrun only wants money. That's fine. Lucas, yeah, that's fine. Rejected, only want money. Fine. At least we're getting answers. It's full galleries backups. Fair enough. Great intel, Charlie. However, the 8 in Sorare is for Kim is harassing me. Smooth boy, nah, ding that. Like Lewandowski is going to score a couple, and I don't know. Kim could still do great, but I just think Emerson, like Bruges, don't score more than 1 in my book. That's fine. So yeah, don't think we're going to get an answer on these ones. I'd rather not trade those guys, but if I could, screw it. Let's make it. But I'd rather keep the Stojkovic. I like how I've got like 2 Zagreb guys I've won, and I know that Shakrun guy is mince, But it's kind of funny how I've got Chacroun and Tresoldi. Again, but there's two guys from two clubs there, four players across two clubs. Going with Emerson. Yeah. Don't worry about the whole Royale stuff. It's just his name. I'll give it another 2 minutes, guys, and then I'll love these and leave these. We'll be back tonight, but to open up all these rivals boxes and maybe give a card away to one of the FC Barcelona faithful, depending on how we get on with the openings. Yeah, we'll do all that tonight. And yeah. Yeah. So I think how many of them did I craft, actually? So Tresoldi I won. Chacroun I crafted. Stojkovic I won. Ogiwara I won. Oh, fair enough. I thought that was going to be a win and a craft each. That would have been spooky. I don't know if spooky is the word, but only wants money as well for the shiny one. Okay. So we've got the last offer out here. Hopefully it doesn't see that we had a Stojkovic in there. We've swapped it. I'd quite happily swap Tresoldi and Chacroun. I would do that without much remorse, I think. Tresoldi would be a nice guy to keep, but I'd rather keep Stojkovic. Ended up with a podium in the in-season lineup she helped with, although I made a slight change. Fucking brilliant, Joe Ducey. Good to hear it, mate. What was the team? What was the change? Let me know. Buzzing, mate. What podium? Ducey. Let me know. Pepelu getting sent off cost me a post. Oh, don't talk to me about the games last night. We set up to do a 3-win streak at the end. I'll show you this, right? Because we did it last night together. But we set up to do the 3-win streak on Monday night. And the Verona thing paid off big time. We got the park the bus. It smashed. Caprari got a decisive in the opening half. Everything was good. We cruised. We beat the guy by 150 points. Now, in this game, I was winning all the way up until the goal went in. And then the swing on the points was incredible because my guy lost his clean sheet. His striker goes up to 80 points. And, you know, it all just unraveled. But my tactic really kept me in it. That all-out attack play worked a treat because this team had like 2 shots rapid. Like it got to the first check mark really quickly. And it meant that the rest of them were just always on the tip of my fingers. In the end, we've lost out by 107 points or something like that. And it looks like we got absolutely mauled, but that one goal just totally swung everything. When it was 0-0, like I was beating the guy. And then this, I had a defender who was that? I picked McKenna, didn't I? And this game was super tight, and I was only losing by a little bit. And I thought I'm going to get a Valencia sub for McKenna at some point in the second half to make the difference up. And I did, and I got Gaia, and I still managed to lose it by 12 points. Absolutely gutting. If I'd got onto, I received an offer from Martin Ultimate Team. Are you here, Martin? It's a cool card. Is this for a giveaway? Oh, that is a nice card. Martin, if you're here, let me know. Sent you a card to give away. Magic, thank you very much, mate. You're far too kind. Far, far too kind. Let's give it away, guys. Right, so how many are here right now live? You ready? We'll give it away now. Thanks very much, Martin. Absolute gentleman. Thanks for supporting the channel, mate. Fist bump. Right, okay, we've got a card giveaway, guys. A pretty decent limited, if I don't say so myself. Never heard of the guy, but it's a nice shiny one. It's got the special effects with the camera and all that good jazz. 22 defender from Austria playing for Cash Point Altac, who, you know, generally they're not that great a team. But this guy doesn't really seem bothered by that. His season so far has been pretty good. This is a good guy for Team 2. Like, if you know he's got one, like it's 90 or 50, isn't it? Or high 50s, low 90s. So this is a good Team 2 card. Could be Team 1 when you're just getting up and going. Is there an obvious divide here? Home? Yeah, look at that. This guy plays at home. This guy plays at home. That's really good to see. Promised one last stream, but had to run. So here you go. Thanks very much, Martin. Didn't realize Hendo's error got taken off. 0.4 off a reward. For fuck's sake, blatant error, by the way. Oh, did they have an error? I didn't even notice that wasn't there anymore, but I seen that it was the fall in points I took was incredible because his wood and everything went up and my guy went right back. So I didn't even realize that there'd been an adjustment later on to it, to be honest with you. So it was even more steep before. I did think 100 points. I was like, well, I could have swore it decimated me. 100 points says decimation, but I remember feeling it a bit more so, which I think it was. So Paul Collar, thanks very much to Martin Ultimate Team. I salute you, mate. Fist bumps. Thanks for all the support to the channel and in the community here. I absolutely love it. Under 23 defender, contender region in season. Doesn't actually trade for that much, by the way. Guy is an absolute bargain at £1 to £2 in my book. So yeah, very fair play. Very fair play. Great reward. Great giveaway card that we'll give away to one of you guys in the live chat. You do not want to swap your cards. So do you think he wants Stojkovic? Propose a new trade. Let's put Stojkovic back in. Do you think he bites? Do you think he bites? Or do I have anyone? Like semi-nominal down in this region here. It's crazy the price of cards now, isn't it? Yeah, let's try it. See if he does this. Trisoldi. See if he wants the Stojkovic over the Shakrun. See if he does it. Okay, guys, let's give it away, and we're going to do it on the YouTube live chat. So some of you guys will be watching on X, formerly known as Twitter. Oh, as he went backwards already, he said, nah. Okay, well, it's not going to happen then, is it? I don't know if I would do these trades for a classic card. Is there any in-season Moreros we've missed? And then we'll get into the card giveaway. So we're going to give it away on the YouTube live chat. You may be watching this on X. You'll find me on any social media is at 23001. So let's see, cash only. This Uomo guy, he's not online. We've not sent him an offer. One of the other cards is gone. That niched Mike guy, he's taken his off the market. Okay. What was I saying there? Sorry. Oh yeah, I was going to try for another one, but there's no point. Right, so we'll give away Poll Caller to someone. Yeah, you might be watching on X, you might be watching on Twitter, you might be watching on Twitch, any of these places, but we're going to do it in the YouTube live chats. I think that's where the majority of you guys are tuning in from today, and that's what I was trying to check. So how many of you are actually on YouTube? Because I can see there's a good 100 or so here with us now, across platforms, which is lovely. But how many of us are on YT? Oh, good, about 3/4 of that. Lovely. Right, so let's do a giveaway for this. It's going to be fastest fingers first in the live chat. What question could we do? What question could we do? Try to think of something that's happened in the show today that you guys that have been tuning in would have been here for. Or maybe something that's just maybe happened over the weekend could be fun. Okay, here's a good one for you. Let me just go and make sure I've got the right answer in front of me. Where are we? Excellent. All right. Now, it's going to be a player's second name, just their surname. That's all I want, okay? Are you ready? So it's just a surname. Matt Harrison, any chance of the Spurs lineup? Yeah, I'll look at that in a minute. We'll do the giveaway, then we'll look at the Spurs lineup. Okay. Right. Are you ready? It's just a player's second name. That's all I want, right? Celtic played Aberdeen at the weekend. The score was 2 each. Who was the top scoring SO5 player in the match? Let it be known. Let it be known. Is it Europa League for Tottenham? I don't think we've looked at Tottenham today at all, have we? At home to AZ. Timo's on. Mikey Moore's going to play. Bergval's going to play. Archie Gray. That's fun. Oh, the answers are flying in, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Who was the top SO5 scoring player in the game? If anybody's got it right yet. Oh, yeah, somebody's got it right. The correct answer was none other than Jamie McGrath on a 93.7. Would you believe it? Valley was close on the 81. Hitate was close as well. But it was ye old McGrath. And I think the only right answer we got, certainly the first one I've seen, is Smooth Boy. Congratulations, mate. Just let me know your club name from the same YouTube account so I know it's you. And Graham, sorry, unlucky. And Isidore, unlucky. Very close. Very, very close. Well done, Smooth Boy. Let us know your club name, buddy. I'll get that sent over to you now. Thanks again to Martin Ultimate Team for the donation. It means a lot. It supports the channel. And I can't thank you enough for all your support. I'm just checking notifications and stuff there. Martin Ultimate Team with the thumbs up of approval. Love to see a bit of that. And yeah, Paul Frederick Collar. Thoughts on Atalanta game? Did a preview on Satara here that will be live at 4 o'clock, so you'll get all my thoughts there. I just hope it's not a scudding, really. Like, if we come out with, like, we get beat by 1 goal, a draw, something like that, like, it's a very important game for me after the humiliation in Dortmund. Smooth Boy, Sorare CEO, love that. This one, Matty Boy, yeah, that'll be you. Trade Collar, there we go. Love a bit of that. Nice, I'll send that over to you just now, buddy. Congratulations, and I hope it serves you well. Rising Rashid, there is no net now. So if you're in the Champions League, you're in the Champions League, and that is the end of it. As far as I understand it, there is no trapdoor down anymore. Ooh. I would say not. I think those things have been, like, issued and given to you. So I don't think they can do anything to them now. I think the boxes you've got will be the boxes you've got. Sam Nichols. The website for predictions is Predictorfy. I've got some text here for you somewhere. There you go. This is the website we use here on the 23,001 channel for the Deadline Show and everything else. Predictorfy.com. They support the channel as well. So if you do go on and get a paid account with them, if you use code QuinnyHarry, you support all the content around the Deadline Show especially, but obviously me and Harry. And yeah, feel free to check it out. It's very good. No. 8 to 24th go to playoffs, and it's for the next stage of the Champions League. I don't think the losers go anywhere but out, you know. So it's like the top 8 automatically qualify for the last 16, I suppose. And then you're getting the other I don't know, it must be, yeah, the last 16. And then you get the other 8 opponents out of the playoff zone. And it's 16 teams playing against each other. So you get 16 teams, 8 games, get 8 winners. Those 8 winners play the top 8. That's the last 16, quarterfinal, semi-final. I don't think the losers drop down. So the top 8 go through the last 16 automatically. That everyone else needs to fight to get into the last 16. And I don't think the losers go anywhere but out. It's the same within the, if you don't finish 8th to 24th, those teams are eliminated. They've not got a trapdoor anywhere. They're out. They're done. Yeah. Jalk and Calvez confirming. Yeah, no more drops, no more trapdoors. That's all gone now. You are a Champions League club now. You are a Europa League club. There's no skullduggery or tomfoolery. And I think that's maybe part of the reason why there's 8 games guaranteed now. Because it's like anyone's best case scenario for the lower teams was we get out the group and we play 2 more games. And it's like, well, it's baked in that you get that best case scenario now. And then, everything above that is total cream of that. NBA starts tonight as well. Okay, do you think Celtic will stay in the Champions League? Yeah, I think we finish 8th to 24th. I make us quite comfortable in that range. And hopefully this is like a beginning of a new dawn for teams like Celtic where they go, well, fuck, if we spend 50 million, maybe we can get to the semi-finals. Maybe we can... Oh, Matt Harrison, my rivals went legit this weekend. We got 12 boxes, a bunch of win streaks, a bunch of challenges done. I'm going to open them all tonight with my one limited box that I got from SO5, and maybe we'll have a card to craft to give away to the channel members here. So we've got 2 essence now. I'm quite confident out of those boxes we can get 18 essence and get a wee craft on the go. Imagine we got like 48, whatever. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Take out that tier 5 pool. Boom. So yeah, absolutely killed it. Monday night was rubbish, but if that's what you're asking, kind of went through it earlier. So if you scroll back in the live stream, you'll catch it. But yeah, guys, thanks for all the time today, guys. Thanks for all the support. I feel like feel a wee bit better about my teams. I'm not going to play with my heart. I'm going to play with my head and have a boss lineup in All-Star. Champions League picks itself. Under 23 will remain a 4-man because we can't quite get that Marrero in. Yeah, I think you've been quite consistent on that, Joe. I think that may work out to be quite close to the case. Do you think 2 limiteds for 1? My favourite player is a good trade. It depends on the cards, mate. It really does. But getting 2 average guys turned into like an average guy, but he's also your favourite player is something I would recommend personally. But it depends on the cards, mate. Don't worry about it as 2 for 1. Think more of the value of the cards and how much would it cost for you to buy the card if you didn't trade those ones. How much did you pay for those cards? Is it worth that kind of roll-on effect? Smodix Limited is who you're going to bring in, and then who you're giving away for it. See, these guys have relisted. That's funny. Do you think they're in cahoots somehow? Both on the floor. It's a shame this guy's not online. I'd sent him an offer as well. For Frank Boya and Fran Navarro. I don't know any of those guys, mate. Let's have a peek. Frank Boya at Amiens. He's okay. He's not anything to miss, I think. And Fran Navarro. Injured. Yeah, I would trade both of them for Smodix, no problem. Got 50 quid in market credits to spend. Don't know where to spend them. Anyone think CCV will be back for Atalanta? Yes, I think he will be. I think Smodix is a slightly better version of the Amiens guy. And if he's your favourite player, I would do that trade, no problem. I don't think you're missing out on anything there. I think you're only gaining if that's your favourite player or one of them. It would be nice if one of these guys would bite. Or we try him again, and we'll maybe try and throw the Ogawara at him as well. Tresoldi, Shakrun, Stojkovic, Ogiwara. He's going to hate me for this offer, isn't he? But go on. There we go. Sam, sorry, I'm not looking at galleries and lineups and all that stuff today. Sorry, bud. Did that last night for the members, but on the gallery reviews, we'll be doing lineup builders for the members on Thursday. If you want to become a member, there's a little join button just below the screen. It's £1 a week, £4 a month. We do those streams every week. We have a Telegram group. Telegram is just like WhatsApp and Discord had a baby, and I'll give away all my limiteds to the members that we craft and we win as well. So it's just I'm close to leaving the stream, so I'm just kind of saying like, yeah, like I'm not doing gallery reviews and stuff. I'm just about to shoot. Thought I would just get one more wee offer here out to Nietzschlecht Godin, if I said that properly. See if we get him to bite. Because if we get a wee Unai Marrero in, I wouldn't mind throw him into that under 23 and try and get lucky. What is the D3 payout at the top? Because that would probably be where I think I might be able to win the divisions. I think D2 and what? Well, maybe D2 could be fun, but D2 might be a bit harder. But imagine we won. There's no star. It's kind of understood, isn't it? I suppose. Can you show your lineups again? Yeah, sure. So I went with this. I'm not going to play the Celtic stack. I'm going to go with the Barcelona stack. Champions League should be fun as well. Good cards and some good collections. And then, yeah, try and get that Marrero in if we can. Get an under 23 team off the ground. And Leverkusen. Shaka Palacios. I think it's Garcia, personally. Garcia's played the Champions League games, but do we have any notes? Yeah, all three of them are fighting for it. I think it's Garcia. It could be Palacios, but it's not going to be Andric. I think he's firmly the guy for the league, isn't he? I don't think it's confirmed, mate. I think it's 50-50, but he has been like not seen at training. Like he wasn't training, Ramiro. So it's kind of treat that as is. You know, he wasn't at training. So it's normally is the precursor to DNP, isn't it? Guys, we are only at 27 likes on YouTube, which for the amount of yous hanging out here, it does sadden me. I'm not going to lie. If you have at any point laughed, learned, liked something, even just been comfy, chilling out with us, please do smash the like button. You received an offer. Oh, ho, ho. Now he wants Maziz. I can't do that because he's a giveaway card. So let's counter. Can't do Maziz. I can't do Gun. I'm sorry. But I will put in Stojkovic. And I will put in Ogiwara. Sorry. If I didn't need to give away the Maziz, I think we've got a bite, guys. I think we've got a bite. I am going to feel like a bit of it hurts my soul to do a deal like this because unlike Stojkovic being a reward, unlike Tresoldi being a reward, the other two guys are inconsequential, really. And Maziz, I'm giving away to one of you guys. Obviously, that giveaway's been done already. We're actually waiting on the winner coming back to us. Thanks for the extra likes, guys. Fist bump. So, yeah, maybe we get this PO. If he accepts that. Ogiwara and Stojkovic. Go on, PO. Go on, PO. You know you want to. Give me the Marrero. Into the Sociedad collection it comes. Martin Ultimate Team. If I could hug you, if I could hug you, I would. Thanks very much, mate, for the support. If we get to 50 likes, he wants to give away another card tonight for the reward stream, which would be brilliant, Martin. Thank you very much, mate, for your support. We're on 35. I don't think that's much of an ask. Martin, thank you very much, mate. Honestly, if I could hug you, I would. Love the support, mate. And let's see if PO here. He's got 18 rares. Mainly champ guys, I think, aren't they? But my guys are good. I think he's turning in-season crap into in-season fodder. You know, my guys, 2 of them are halfway usable. So there's that. And when he comes in, they'll all get to 2%. So that'll be a wee kick up the bum for some of these guys. Although, like, I don't think any of them are going to actually play midweek. 2 the test for £2 in season. That's mad. What's your Sorare manager name? My Sorare manager name, if you want to find me on this, is just Quinny. And you can drop a follow as well. Sorare account followers and all that fun stuff. So if you want to follow the account, feel free. Thank you very much. Or you may be talking to Martin Ultimate Team. So if it is Martin, maybe you need to respond as well in the live chat, mate. Somebody's maybe looking to repay your generosity. LUC, good to see you, my man. Just as we wrap up, we've got one more offer out there with PO5. And we've got one out with Knight Schlecht Gooden. Same offer, same player. Who's going to accept first? Everyone else just rejected, saying they wanted money. Maybe thought there was going to be a wee deadline rush, didn't they? Thought I was the beacon. I was the herald of Galactus. But no, it's just me being stupid. Need to go get the kids? Yeah, me too, sort of, kind of. But yeah, catch you tonight, mate. Thanks very much. Martin UT is a Sorare name, in case that's who you were asking for. I've lost your name. Was it Sam? Sam plays. Yeah, Sam, if it was Martin you were asking for, there's his username there as well. Ederson or Moreno? Moreno did start the last Champions League game. I think Moreno would play that. I don't know if the prediction... I think, did they have Ederson, actually? I would think it's Ortega Moreno. It's been updated 34 minutes ago, the Man City team. It's hot off the press. Ake at 60%. Ederson at 65%. Like, honestly, I would be more surprised for Ederson to play this. Ortega could start, but Ederson wants to play as many games as possible. You'll get the cup match next week. Yeah, that makes a bit of sense. It's a tough one, but yeah, if Ederson wants the minutes, I think Pep will give him them. You received an offer from Sam Berry. He wants to trade Matt Oscarson for this Mitrovic. I'm sorry, Sam Berry, I cannot do that. I like my Ori Oscarson too much. Come on, one of you guys bite. One of you is going to accept this. I know you are. I can feel it. You've bought a backup keeper, and you're now about to get 2 under 23 rising stars and some fodder. One of you is about to accept. I can smell it. Will Coco is 60% bench. We looked at the Nice team earlier as well, didn't we? But someone said Cho isn't that nailed, but no, Cho, 13 minutes ago, it's been updated. Yeah, Cho is not that nailed. Mukoko's on now. Dante's in, Bombito, Antoine Mendy. Ali Abdi. That's a fun name. Is that? There's been a few guys called Ali Abdi, so I'm not going to assume it's somebody I've heard of or seen before. Pio sent as a counter offer. Add in Gun. No. What does Gun go for? £6? No. Counter. I have £4. I don't want to give him any more than this. Pio, fuck up. Accept this. This is a great offer. I can feel you're about to do it. I can feel it. Nightschlight Godin. You might accept this as well. Go on, Pio. Don't play funny buggers with me. You're no getting my Angus Gunn, right? He's almost at level 20, I think. He's a Scotland international. He helps me win limited boxes for the community. I need him. I've got a feeling he's about to bite. Madrid? Yeah, sure. Let's have a peek at that. 5 hours ago, it's been updated. It's going to be the front three of dreams and a midfield, by the way, that could be the best midfield in the world. Camavinga, Valverde, Bellingham. I know everyone likes Tchouameni. I know Tchouameni's quality, but Camavinga is a difference maker. They will accept. Yeah, it is a fair offer, isn't it? I mean, come on, man. He sent me a counter again. He's added Maziz in. Oh, come on, dude. Come on. Come on, man. No Maziz. Do I have any other bit of crap that's like worthless? He's not getting Maziz as well. Come on, mate. You're absolutely him dinging at it. Anyone hiding down here we don't really care about that isn't attached to a strategy, a gallery. Probably fucking Goretzka. But I'm not doing that. Kosawada, I need him for Tani. And that Maziz is £6, so he's after £6. I sent him the £4 in my account. You send Memphis Depay and Sam Berry sends nothing. No. Who is this guy? Didn't he block you, mate? Sam. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Come on. Can't be doing that, Sam. Come on, man. Mariero has been added to the collection. Whoop, 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 whoop. We got it. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, let's go get this under 23 team going. All right, do we want to try and win D3 or do we want to try and win D2, guys? Because that's what we're cooking with now. So D2 at the top, 1 tier 1, 4-star boxes at the top. D3, yeah, we're going to go D2, aren't we? So we want to get back into D1. So we've got Mariero. Let's fucking go for it. Frimmers is in. It's got to be Soboslai, sadly, doesn't it? Turientes is probably going to play. Do we play Turientes over Soboslai? Where is the Liverpool team? Has there been an update there? 7 hours ago. Soboslai's on 40. And if we look at Europa League, 1 hour ago, Turientes on a 50-50. I think Oscarson starts over Sadiq. I really, really do. I don't see how that is the way it goes. But anyway, we've got Taki. We've got Frimmers. We want to double check that Leverkusen team. Frimmers is nailed, isn't he? 75%. Yeah, Frimmers is nailed. And then we want Pacheco in here, don't we? Pacheco. Zubeldia didn't train. Perfect. Yeah, this is good, by the way. This is good. Captain Taki. It's just the midfield I'm a wee bit worried about. But Soboslai will feature his former club. If he doesn't start, off the bench could be effective. Turientes starting in a game like this, like how well could he actually do? I'm a big Turientes fan, but he's not really decisive capable. And if how did the Sociedad team look again? Zubimendi's still going to be playing behind him, or he'll play there for Zubimendi and Gomez will play. Maybe Turientes is worth a play because against Tel Aviv, I reckon Sobo starts this one and sits against Arsenal. Chris, really? That would feel the wrong way around for me. No Arambaru. If only Zubimendi or Brais Mendes were under 23, because they're just a bit better. Soboslai off the bench against Leipzig. I think you rest him against the Leipzig and you play him against Arsenal. I don't think you rest him at all if you can avoid it, but let's look at Liverpool. So let's go back a bit. Where is the first game? We've got Milan, Bologna. Right, okay, so let's see. Man United, Gravenberch, McAllister, Sobo. Liverpool, that's in after an international break. Okay, so this one's good. Okay, fine. Then midweek away to Milan, he plays. It says Champions League as well, isn't it? For Liverpool, yeah. Plays away to Milan, then plays 60 minutes at home to Bournemouth. Then plays 73 minutes at home to Wolves, or away to Wolves. Then plays 86 in the midweek. And then plays, and then at the weekend, Jones played the 89 there before the international break. But after the international break, 90 minutes there for Soboslai. Curtis Jones in that position for McAllister, who was injured, wasn't it? So what's the script for the midfield? Is McAllister in for this? Is that what they're saying? Where the hell are they? Liverpool. So I think McAllister comes back in. Yeah, well, Jones played well in a different position, I think. Yeah, I think we stick with Soboslai. I'm a wee bit more confident on that. And Take. He probably gets a rest against Brighton in the Cup. Yeah. Jones playing better? Do you think so? Like, it's a different position, but it's kind of why I question it in that sense, you know. So, do you think he's playing that well that he would play regardless? Definitely. It's the Champions League. It's like the biggest thing. So I'm sticking with that. If we wrecked training by putting that team together, training teams are still all whole. Magic. Right, okay. I think that's me set, guys. We've got an under 23 D2 team that Harry Trades would be proud of going into the midweek. Marrero on a hunch. Double Sociedad. We didn't go treble. Soboslai against former club. Frimpong away. Captain Kubo. Or we turn this into a Leverkusen Sociedad stack and Captain Wirtz. Really go to try and win that. This team then actually don't mind this at all because we can play Kang here and then extra spot. I don't know if Olmo's going to play. I don't know if I'd risk him in that fixture anyway, but I'm actually thinking about putting the other Girona defender I had in here. Unless someone else looks particularly appealing. Soboslai, of course, is still in the equation. Dara, wouldn't that be funny? Play the Leipzig guys. Let's double check what I've got in training. Fair. Training, Celtic guys, David Lopez, Sabitzer, Aliesh, Celtic guys, Marino. Marino's not on to play, but is he? Arsenal. Where the hell are they, Arsenal? There we go. Yeah, Marino's not on to play. So Champions League, I don't think I've left anyone in training that's not Celtic. This is a Champions League outfit. So yeah, if I keep Kang in at midfield here, and then if I bring in, using another team, David Lopez, double defence, Captain Kang, like I think this could do pretty well. I like that. We're backing that keeper a bit more by putting Wirtz in here. I like Turientes a lot. See, if you watch him, he's a really, really good player. SO5 wise, he's not really got much. This game could be a good game for him, but I'm just weighing up whether to actually use him in a competitive lineup. But I'm not going to. I'm actually going to put Wirtz into here and go half Leverkusen, half Sociedad. That's a lot of fun. And then I'm playing all my Girona super rares essentially. Is how maybe just put Olmo in here just for easiness. So yeah, no Champions League here except the goalkeeper. And then yeah, Girona defense, Kang for the captain, Openda, yeah, and we don't need. Oh, Soboslai's probably the guy to put in training rather than Olmo. Can hide this lineup now since it's a 4-card trick, but we hope it's going to get us promoted back into D1. I think we'll swap Braze. Or Marino, in fact. We'll swap Marino for Soboslai. There we go. Yeah, so that's the way I'm rolling. And yeah, it was in McAllister. So does McAllister come right back in for Champions League against Leipzig? Oh, you're swaying me now. But no, I think that's a better. I think Wirtz is better anyway. But Nanzo, you're spot on there because it was like that's what I'm saying. Like Jones wasn't playing a Soboslai spot, so I don't know. I'm actually a wee bit worried now that I should just play Soboslai in here against Kevin Campbell and fucking put Wirtz back in here. Yeah, actually, that's fine. I'm going to stick to my problem I've had recently is last minute changes, and I think this would fall into that category. So I'm going to go back to as was. I'm going to put Soboslai back into here, Captain Taki. Not doing the whole we have stacks and shit. No, fuck that. The spectre of Nanzo's kind of woke me up a bit here. There we go. Captain Wirtz. Yeah, that's the way to do it. So I agree. Like Soboslai, like I don't know, but because the actual prediction says he's not going to play, and that's a hard thing to shake. No comments. Slot's comments after the Chelsea game on Sunday would suggest that 3 or 4 players rotated for this game ahead of a tough away match versus Arsenal at the weekend. The 2 fullbacks seem the most likely. Gomez and blah, blah, blah. Diaz, full of energy against Chelsea. I'd expect him to make a 60 or 70 before being changed for Gakpo. Oh, Nanzo. Do you know Yeah, no, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a wee. I'm gonna make another move around. So I think I will put the works back in here, right? Because he's quite nailed. And I'm going to put Soboslai into the other team with Kang because I do think, and I know Penda and Soboslai are playing each other. I don't really care about that, as most of you guys probably know. Anyway, because Kang is a bit dicey as well, so I don't mind that. I'm going to go Captain Kang because it's at home. He's got a better fixture. But no, I don't mind. Oh no, but then I'm just want to put David Lopez in there for security. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm making the last minute change, even though I know the last minute changes, like I said a moment ago, have been a bit of my Achilles heel, but I actually think that that is the way to go. Go safe, go strong. Yeah, I'm wrestling with myself something rotten here, but I'm sticking with the last plan of attack that we've got here. I don't think away to Leipzig is a game I'm going to cry about missing for Soboslai. Maka starts and gets 60. Yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm sticking. Strong team here in All-Star. That should cook. I just hope Schmeichel doesn't kill us. A lot of Girona and wee bits of other pieces. That's fine. I actually quite like that. And then under 23, going back for the D1 promotion, trying to win a really good card, tier 1 or above. I think like with only 500 entrants in here, the lack of under 23 keeper choices, and really tacky Wirtz Frimmers. Like, I should have the best team in this division. 4-star boxes at the top. Yeah. GU2, let's do it. Right, guys, we gave away a card earlier today. Martin did say if we hit 50 likes. I think he's gone, so I won't tell him. I'll say that we hit it right. But do us a favour, if you haven't hit the like button, Martin might check. So, so get to 50 likes. Martin says he'll help us out with a card giveaway tonight. We'll be back tonight to open up boxes. I've got 12 Rivals boxes, which should yield some essence, which will be given away to the members. I've got a few crappy boxes of my own to open. And maybe we do some Rivals for the Champions League, where we're at it when we're back later on tonight. I've had a good time with you guys. I was only planning on doing this for an hour. We've been here for 2.5 hours. So thanks very much to all of you. And yeah, I'll catch you tonight. Take care. Bye-bye.